Hello friends, welcome to GSR ChemTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about chemical bond in chapter ionic bond. Ionic bond is also known as electrovalent bond. Ionic bond is a kind of chemical bond which involves an electrostatic force of attraction between two oppositely charged ions because of the complete transfer of valence electrons between them. For example, metals such as sodium loses electrons to become positive ion, whereas nonmetals such as chlorine accepts electrons to become a negative ion. The metal that gives electrons is called donor, and the nonmetal that accepts electrons is called acceptor. Here you can see sodium losing one electron and chlorine accepting that electron, and hence between these two certain electrostatic force of attraction occurs that is called as ionic bond. Let us see ionic bond formation. Ionic bond occurs between metals and nonmetals because the metals have only few electrons in their outermost shell. Thus, it likes to give away these electrons to achieve the noble gas configuration and satisfy the octet rule. The number of electrons a metal loses is the number of positive charges it achieves to form the ionic bond. On the other hand, to fulfill the octet rule, nonmetals accept the electrons and charge it negatively. The number of electrons it accepts is the number of negative charges it gains. As a result, an electrostatic force occurs between these two oppositely and equally charged atoms to form an ionic bond. For example, sodium loses one electron and get positive charge, and chlorine accepts that electron to achieve a negative charge. An electrostatic force holds these two atoms to keep together in a crystal lattice. Thus, sodium chloride is formed. Stability of ionic compounds. The stability of ionic compounds depends on the ionization energy, electron affinity, the lattice energy, and the electronegativity. The ionization energy. This ionization energy is energy required to remove a valence electron from the outermost shell of a metal atom. This required energy should be low to form an ionic bond. That means the metal atoms with a low ionization energies can form ionic bonds easily. That means they can lose electrons easily and hence they form ionic bonds easily. Electron affinity. Electron affinity is the energy released when an electron is added to a neutral atom in its gaseous state. To form an ionic bond, the electron affinity of a nonmetal atom should be high, so that the atom will have more tendency to accept the electron, to release more energy, and to become more stable ionic compound. It means the non-metal atoms with the high electron affinities can form ionic bonds easily. Next, lattice energy. The lattice energy is the amount of energy released when an ionic compound is formed. To form ionic compounds, the lattice energy should be high. Next one, electronegativity. Electronegativity is a tendency of atoms by which they can attract the shared pair of electrons towards them. The difference between the electronegativity between the metal and the non-metal should be high enough to form an ionic compound. For example, the electronegativities of sodium and chlorine in sodium chloride are, for sodium it is 0.9, whereas for the chlorine it is 3.0. So the difference between the electronegativities of these two is high, that is 2.7. So they can form ionic bond very easily. Now let us see the properties of these ionic bonds. Ionic bonds are polar in nature. That means the complete transfer of one or more electrons between the atoms causes the opposite charges, and hence they are polar in nature. Ionic compounds are mostly hard solids but brittle. That means they are hard solids but breaks easily when hammered or beaten. Ionic compounds have high melting and boiling points. For example, the melting point of common salt is around 800 degrees Celsius. Ionic compounds can conduct electricity only in molten or aqueous state. That means in the molten and aqueous states, the positive and negative ions are released and hence they can conduct electricity. But these ionic compounds are poor conductors of electricity in the solid state. These ionic compounds are soluble in water and other porous solvents and insoluble in nonpolar solvents. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.